Welcome everyone to MisMacK's first ever Founder Diaries here on YouTube. This is something that I have been wanting to start from the beginning of building MisMacK. Back when I was in my basement, almost 8 years ago, God, time flies. I wanted to bring everyone along with this journey. However, I know a lot of you have followed me from the very beginning, from when I did Get Ready With Me Fridays, and I would go live in my bathroom to so many different things. And I struggled really hard with doing YouTube and doing videos of bringing you behind the scenes. And I even look back now because I do have some vlogs that are stashed away that I will put together and bring it to the world, because it's fascinating the growth that happens when you become an entrepreneur and you're building something, because it is the biggest personal development program ever. So welcome to the very first Founder Diaries with me, Missy McIntosh, the founder of MisMacK Clean Cosmetics, and now co-creator of Gameplay Eye Black, the one that is changing the game. In fact, all of MisMacK is changing the game. So I'm going to get ready, and we're going to take this opportunity just to reflect on everything. So today is actually a very emotional, special day, and a reason why I decided to launch Founder Stories on April 10th, 2025. Today is our 11th. That's not right. Today, not 11th. Oh my gosh, I can't wait until we actually look back and be like, oh my God, it is our 11th anniversary of the store. No, it is our 4-year anniversary of MisMacK Salmon Arm. 4 years ago today, during COVID, we had to wear masks. Only one person could be back here with me in the studio, and only 3 people could be up front in our retail area. And we had to lock the door, wearing masks and everything. This was my very first time even like calling it. We didn't even call it pamper sessions yet. We called it, I look back on the video this morning, actually, we called it 30-minute MisMacK makeup consultation experiences. That is a mouthful, let me tell you, because I hate the word makeover. I have never, because you don't need to be made over. It's not about changing who you are. And I just feel that it's kind of a saying or a word. Makeover, is it 2 words, 1 word? I don't even ask me. But I just found it kind of unempowering. And the moment we started to get MisMackers and clients and the community into our chair, it was like you melted. We went from COVID, where we couldn't touch people, we couldn't see people. And the moment they sat in our MisMacK chairs right here in this very space, they would melt, like absolutely melt. And so it dawned on me that we're going to call these pamper sessions. And I systemized it. And I created this in the middle of also building our Victoria store. So I was crazy enough and took a risk, because I know that if I didn't try, I would have really, really, really regretted it, and built a store in Victoria for Heather Nightingale, our then executive educator. And she was our store director in Victoria. Beautiful spot right across from Pagliacci's in Victoria. If you know it, you know. And before we even had the systems, before we even had the pampering sessions, before we even had the systemized makeup lessons, all of it. And yeah, it was a crazy ride. And these pampering sessions, if you've experienced one, you know. If you haven't, you need to come into our stores. We do still have Kelowna at this particular time until we find a new person to take over the lease and to take over that space, so we can let it go, so we can grow, as we have a very exciting announcement coming next week, so stay tuned. But yeah, these pampering sessions were amazing. And it's not that we're trying to sell you on anything. It's about experiencing MisMacK and understand our whys. So it's crazy to think, I know these are supposed to be about Founder Diaries, and I just went down a tangent about our pampering sessions. But it's crazy to look back and be like, I created that. I created everything, from the package design to the branding to collaborations and reaching out. And I don't give myself enough credit sometimes. And I know as a founder and entrepreneur, and I feel that I'm not alone in this, that you don't really sit and look at how far you've come. Yeah, in such a short amount of time, even though it feels long, because don't get me wrong, it definitely feels like this has been decades and it's only been 4 years here in Salmon Arm. So it's wild. Even compared to when I would go on camera, I would shake, I would be melting, like I would just be like a hot mess. Uh, to now having the confidence to be able to talk to you like you're sitting right next to me or having a coffee and owning this. That is the biggest thing too, is owning the magic that you're creating as an entrepreneur. So it's a crazy, crazy ride from winning Shoe Shop Entrepreneur. Literally, that was in 2019. That helped get MisMacK on board. So we really have only had we had our color in 2019. So the stages of MisMacK, I started the project stages because a lot of people ask me this. I started the project stages in 2017 in September, actually. Started the project stages. We signed, because I did at that point have a partner. We signed and incorporated MisMacK on December 7th, 2017. I'm very much a numbers person, so sevens are a big thing in my life. And we worked really hard. I worked directly with our female chemists to perfect all of our colors. So we launched in 2018 because I wanted to be the first brand in Canada to have a biodegradable glitter at a retail level, because glitter is classified as litter. And we still are at a retail level, the only brand that's offering a sustainable option for cosmetic grade glitter. It's kind of crazy. And it was a huge flop. I'm not going to lie. It was a disaster. We had Gaia Gloss, which is in our amazing tube now. It looks like this guy, but it wasn't. It was in a jar that looked like kind of like our glitters, but it was wider. And I sourced eco-friendly packaging as much as I could, and the plastic was thinner, and I didn't know that. So it was 2 years of my life saying, please do not overturn your lid or else it will crack on you. And transparency is key. Like I told my MisMackers, I literally printed, Evan helped me cut little notes and we put them into the boxes. Be like, please don't overturn your lid or else it will crack on you due to the sustainability of the plastic. It's softer than traditional. Yeah, it was wild. And it was a huge flop because glitter is great, but it's as a cosmetic, what we're doing. It can be a little bit intimidating and I get it. Now it's taking over the sports, which is super exciting. So a whole new pivot happening. I'll do a whole new another founder story because there's so much to say in the first one of the direction that we're going. And it's so freaking exciting. So many things. So we launched our glitters in 2018. And I knew that we needed to get the color out. So I went and I took a leap of faith and I went to Shoe Shop Entrepreneur. If you're in the Shoe Shop area and you're thinking about building a business, definitely do this program. It's worth so much. And at the end of it, you have an opportunity to stand on stage and pitch your idea to local dragons. And I won. And it included working capital as well. And that's what helped get MisMacK up and running. And in May 10th, 2019, MisMacK launched to the world and I was on my own. I owned 100% of my shares and it was just me. And here we go, off and running. And they say if you build it, they will come. That's a bunch of BS. Like if you build it, you still have to now get people using it, get people on it, and get people hooked. So it's still not just because you're building a product and you put it out into the world, you put it onto social media and you're like, okay, do your thing, algorithm, and hopefully people buy it. No, you're the one that has to talk about it. You're the one that has to get people to believe in your product as much as you do. So yeah, if you build it, don't think that that's the end. It's just the beginning. Just the beginning. So we launched in 2019 in May. In June, we went down to LA. We were invited to be part of the gift giving event in honor of the MTV Movie Awards. And we stole the show. It was so cool. As a little small brand coming from Canoe, BC, which is like the most Canadian name ever. And I had to explain that I don't like live in a canoe. I'm from Canoe, BC. It was so cool. It was really reassuring that I was on the right path to have these actors and actresses who were in, soap operas that you see on TV. It was so cool that they saw what I was doing. They saw the entrepreneurial spirit in me and they're like, this took a lot of guts for you to be doing what you're doing, and congratulations. So it was so cool. We came back. We were in about 21 stores in BC and Alberta, and wholesale is what we were focusing on because that's what everyone does. And then COVID hit, and we all know what happened there. Everyone shut down. And at that time, I'm going to be completely transparent because I was building MisMacK. I was building MisMacK at the same time and understanding what MisMacK was all about at the same time of going into wholesales. And I felt, this is what I felt, that I was building up that business. I was doing the sales. I was doing all these things compared to building MisMacK up first and then approaching. I was scared to go direct to consumer. I really was, because I didn't want my retailers to come back at me and be like, you're taking business away from me, because that's not what I want. And when they shut down, it almost gave me, I felt like it gave me permission to go direct to consumer. So that first week of lockdown, I offered online Zoom lessons, and I had people from Boston to Newfoundland to Toronto joining to Winnipeg, and it boosted our online sales. Because to this day, when you do a lesson at a MisMacK store or we do a Zoom one online, you get 20% a 20% discount after to switch over to MisMacK. And it built our online presence. It built up our sales. And then the world opened up, and I get it. Makeup is not a passive sale. I get it. You need that education. You need to be able to sit them down and offer the pampering sessions to be able to really nurture and understand MisMacK. And once you know it, then you're good to go. But I really believe in the power of education and feel in touch because we're so revolutionary that you need to experience it. And everyone loves to be pampered, right? But anyways, so once the world started opening up again, I lost a lot of my retailers. I think I only had 3 at the end of that. And people started shopping in my basement in Salmon Arm, doing the bridal trials, doing my makeup artistry education, and the consultations for MisMacK. I would hand deliver in our town package. I would deliver them to doorsteps. I still sometimes do this to this day between Vernon and Salmon Arm. And then I had my aha moment 4 years ago after I did my first audition with Dragon's Den, which I got ghosted. That's a whole nother founder story, or Founder Diaries. But 4 years ago, I was like, I need to get out of my basement. I think that it is time. And it was originally to focus on level 2 of my makeup artistry training program because I have a fundamentals, and now I wanted to do more of the creative theater side that a lot of my students were asking for. So I was like, okay, my basement is too small to be able to do this. Let's look at new spaces. And the day that I reached out to a person that owns a lot of buildings in town, he told me the space that I was looking at is not available. And then my skincare manufacturer, who's in this very space, messaged me that same day, and she's like, hey, I'm going to move to Saskatchewan. I hope you still want to work with me. And I was like, duh, we created this oil in the bomb, and it is the bomb. Like, you're part of this family now. And I'm like, in fact, I'm going to take over your lease. So 4 years ago today, we got out of my basement and into our very first store. It was a huge risk. I know a lot of people were like, is she going to make it? And, is there going to be enough for you to make it? And yeah, this store is our bread and butter. And the community, thank you for being part of this and for believing in me at points when I didn't believe in myself. We would not be here without you. I say this, I sign it off in our emails now, that into our email community, because I would not be here without you. So yeah, 4 years. So many tears have happened in this store. My dad got to see this store. We went through a lot, and we're still here. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being on this journey with me And my heart is so full of gratitude and humbleness. And it's very exciting times here at MisMacK. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So we will be celebrating our big 4-year anniversary party on Saturday. So come and join us. We have amazing 20% off sale. So online and in store. So Saturday 10 to 5, online is from Saturday and Sunday. Please note that Kelowna will be closed that day because we will be here celebrating. We will be also doing a gift with purchase. So if you spend $100 or more after your discount, you'll get a free duo glitter envy. So it has the disco days and the diamonds, which once these are gone, it's limited edition. Online as well. We have opened it online. This product is actually not online because it's limited edition. So it'll just say in your cart, you got a free duo glitter. So $29 value when you spend $100. But yeah, wild. I am really excited to bring you on these journeys. I'm going to make sure that I vlog more about our experiences, because follow along, like, share, subscribe. It's the first time I have said that, because we're going to take you on this crazy, I don't know if I can swear on here if it bleeps it out, crazy ass journey that we're about to embark on with MisMacK and Gameplay Eye Black. Yeah, hold on, because it's going to be a crazy ride and we're so excited to take you with us. So if there's any stories that you're like, hey, I would love to know how you did this, or can you please explain more about your Dragon's Den experience, or our failures of our lid, or all sorts of things. Anything that you can think of, comment below and I will make sure that I do a founder's diary for you. So I'm going to go and finish my makeup. You're seeing the real raw here at MisMacK. And I'm so excited to bring you on this journey. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart for being part of this. And we will see you again on the other side. Have a fabulous day.